My name is Carlos Rodriguez, and no one believes me. Could you please repeat the question? Sorry, I haven't slept in a while. I'm from Los Angeles. I'm from California. I came to Texas A&M, and I liked what they had with their architecture program, so I thought that would be a lot of fun. But I was walking out of Langford really late. They have us there so late at night. While I was walking out, I saw something falling from the sky. And so I was like, okay, probably some weird Corps of Cadets thing, I guess. And so I decided to mind my own business. But as I was walking past Aggie Park, something landed. And I went closer to investigate. Do you know about the story The Color Out of Space? In that story, something came from space. And when they saw what was in that meteor, it glowed unnatural colors that were not of this earth. I don't have to imagine what those colors look like anymore. I saw it. I have suspicions that I'm being followed. When I walk around campus, I can't say that it's a person who's following me, but people keep on doing this kind of like they're watching me. Like they will be walking by and they'll be side eyeing me. And doesn't happen. That's never happened before. But other things where I'll just be minding my own business and then I'll feel like I'm being watched and I'll look up and I'll see, that motion where someone's watching you and so they'll be like, I've seen a lot of people doing that recently. And so I feel like maybe it's a shapeshifter or maybe a lot of people are in on it and they've been told to monitor me. It does not help that like I got in an elevator recently and the person in the elevator, she also got off the elevator with me when I left hours later. So if you see a redheaded girl who's wearing green glasses, don't trust her. I don't trust her because after that encounter, that was when my computer went missing. Because I had a video of the encounter with the meteor on my phone, but ever since like my phone shut down, that video's gone. But I knew this, I had to back it up, so I'd put it on my computer. Feels like maybe I saw something I shouldn't have, and now it's trying, whatever it is trying to keep me from talking to other people about it. My computer also just disappeared. Well, it disappeared for a period of time, and then I found it again, but like it was inside of Aggie Park, and when I looked and like picked it up off the ground, the bottom had been taken out, and when I looked underneath to like see what happened to the bottom of my computer, it was covered in some sort of goo that had melted the cyber like pieces of my computer. And when I tried to take it to the IT people and say, do you have any explanation for what happened here? They said, I've never seen that before. So I don't know what's going on. I feel like I'm going crazy, but it's fine. I will get more evidence. I heard there's other witness accounts, which is why when you approached me, I was excited to find out what other evidence other people have compiled.
Aliens. Aliens are real. I've known their presence has been here for a very long time, like almost from the moment I stepped foot on campus. Recently, actually, I was at the Starbucks in Evans, and I was getting my third cappuccino of the day. I looked into the barista's eyes, and I swear to God, she blinked sideways. I tried to warn the people around me. I tried to warn them. This person's an alien. This person is an alien. I saw him blink sideways, but no one believed me for some reason. I just pointed at her and started screaming, "Alien, alien, 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 alien!" And they said I was being disruptive, and they said it's crazy. It's crazy. They were being crazy, and now I'm not allowed there anymore. Psychiatrists and therapists are just pawns from the government to try and suppress the reality of the situation. They have their ways of controlling people. They have their ways of limiting our vision and making sure that we can't see what we're not supposed to see. And mental health is a scam that they created to make sure that they can keep oppressing us. That is also why I'm not vaccinated.
Why would I see a therapist? I'm not paying for that. And besides, they're just gonna say you're crazy, because what evidence do I have? And so, like, I have nothing. Of course they'd call me crazy. Of course I'd get locked up. And then how am I supposed to protect my hard drive if I'm locked up? How am I supposed to tell people the truth if I can't find the truth? And so, I also can't have that on my record if I want people to take me seriously. If I say that they're extraterrestrials and then they look at my background and I was in an asylum, how does that look? So, no, I have not talked to any doctors about this. I guess I would have a lot of questions like, when did you immigrate here? Do your people speak English too? Did you learn English by watching Supernatural? Why did you choose Texas of all places? Why College Station of all places too? I did not come here voluntarily.
It's true, there isn't really any indication that there was anything there, but this is aliens we're talking about. We saw them crash down. We saw them crash down. We saw the lights. We saw it fall down. It just wasn't there.
I've been taking pictures of Aggie Park since then. And the police may be looking for me. They thought I was taking pictures of people, but that's not the point.
They painted their ship a color spectrum that we cannot see and utilized that to camouflage it with the surroundings of the park.
I saw it. And I tried to grab a piece of it, but the jars I had are gone. Maybe it is some weird Corps of Cadets thing, and maybe they are messing with me.
I've been eating it. People from Zeeb can eat metal, so I've been trying to dispose of the evidence. Hi, I'm Z. I'm from Zeeb. I'm pretty recent to here. If you heard of the Aggie Park crash, I might have been involved in that. Zeeb is, well, originally, we've been known for having so much technology. We were supposed to learn about humans and try and integrate among them. I was supposed to sort of be starting a new project to sort of take over some of the other people on my planet, but to be honest, I just wanted to come to Texas. They would tell me to study the humans, and I would just end up studying Texas. And the whole time I was supposed to be leading projects on the war. I would just sort of look at Texas, and then they're like, all right, Z, it's time to get started. And so I got on my ship and I went to Texas, and hopefully they don't know that I'm here. It was one of the classic ships from Zeeb. It was one of the little ports you can find in the side of the main headquarters. It's a very, I guess, stereotypical UFO shape. When I was walking near Aggie Park, there was this giant at Kyle Field, and I saw this statue of this dog, and I was just so enamored with the statue. I don't know how long I stood there. It could have been 5 minutes. It could have been 2 hours. I don't know. But it just felt like she was speaking to me. I'm at some sort of giant human establishment, right? So I went into this store that was full of the clothes they were wearing, and I grabbed some, and here we are. So hopefully they'll think that I'm working here. Outside of the Evans Library, there's this giant metal box. Tastes really good. It says book drop, and I kind of crawl in there. But there's not many books in there, so it's been a pretty comfortable spot. It's not my native language. There's a setting in the ship where I can sort of absorb a lot of knowledge. So I absorb English knowledge, Spanish, French, Japanese. I didn't know what I would need when I came here. So usually I speak Zap. Basically everything is just a Z sound. Preview. I've never been able to figure out how to blend in on my own planet, so I don't really know how that would go about on a completely different planet, but I try my best to be polite. I haven't been here long enough to really get acquainted with the humans, but I try and just do this, and they seem to respond well. And being here has taught me a lot about myself, and I think being around the humans feels very at home. I wonder why other extraterrestrials are here. I wonder if they're from the same planet as me, but I don't think anyone likes Texas as much as I do. There are a lot of people that I've thought might be aliens, but then I was wrong. So I'm kind of nervous. I don't think I could tell. I feel like they're doing a better job than me.
I think I done a great disguise, and they probably didn't find me out. My Earth name is Chen Yang, and my alien name is I'm from a very far away system. You may call it gamma system. I don't know what's the definition of home planet because we don't really live on planets. We live in huge spaceships. I guess we can call that as my home, but not planet exactly. I'm like an agent from my kingdom or Ryan. Our purpose is that we're kind of like librarian and we would like to collect as much knowledge as possible. Different civilizations, they have their own knowledge and we would like to collect all of them and put them into the library so that we can reference them for eternity. I don't know Z, but I know the civilization called Zeeps. I think one of my friend went to investigation with their civilization, but I heard from them. Yeah. I would like to go to the places that may have a lot of knowledge. So I see in this place you have a lot of libraries, so that's why I came here. I'm like a college student before I came here in my home spaceship, and my major was in like Earth culture. Yeah, so I learned some things. I learned how to speak the basic language before I came here. Having the knowledge basically equals to have the technology. Everything, as long as you know, we can easily build it. So as long as you know the structure of human body, you can we can build it. We don't have any physical touchable bodies, so we're in the form like nebula. We are still like exploring why we are forming and how we are forming. That's basically the purpose why we're collecting all this. We just want to know that how we develop ourselves. This body I'm using, we have to buy it before we came here, and we just transfer our mind into it. I'm actually not a body shifter somehow because it's only one mind into this vessel container body. Yeah. I don't have a lot of money, so I only bought this. So I'm not tall and strong, and so that's all I can afford. If I want to change my body, I have to go back to my own space car. I have to like order a new delivery for another body, so I can't afford that to be honest. I've been traveling all around. At first, I didn't go to Texas here. At first, I go to Europe, and then I go to China, and then I go to the West Coast, and then I travel to Texas. Every 20 years, I will change my location. I've been staying here for a long time, so I'm fully adjustable to this. Like, it's amazing to have a physical body. Homesick is the feeling that I learned from Earth people. Before I came here, I don't have homesick because we were fully developed when we formed our mind. That is like to be born here. So you don't have any childhood, you don't have any parent, you just form by the elder one. And by the elder one, is they don't take care of you. They just they are like the worker to produce you, but not in the not like the parents here. We don't have any sense of belonging. We live on our curiosity, so we gain as much knowledge as possible. So I guess we don't really have homesick, but the more I talk to Earth people, I began to understand that kind of feeling. The way of human body is more easier to make friends here. Yeah, I feel like every time me and my friends here, the Earth friends, or we go to eat some foods in the restaurant, I find it very happy because it's like I gain some entertainment while I do my research. So that's a good one. I've been staying here like too long. I think I should probably leave because some of my friends, they their children are already the same as me. I'm just telling them I don't age so much, so I think I'm probably the time to leave.
I don't want to be here, but apparently Mars is getting a little bit too hot. So we came to Earth. It doesn't make any sense to me why my parents would want to come to Earth. If anything, it'd be hotter here. I come from Mars. I came here on a rocket. I've been here for, I guess you would say, 2 weeks. I think something may be happening on Mars. I'm pretty sure my parents lied to me thinking that I didn't know that Earth was actually hotter than Mars. And that's what they told me, that that's why we were coming to Earth, which makes absolutely no sense to me. I have one goal, and that goal is to find out why we came here. Since obviously I already found out my parents were lying to me, I want to know why they were lying to me, because obviously it had to have been something major. I want to go back home. I like the feel of being at home. Also, why is this dirt brown? It should be red. I don't understand. I really hope that my parents come and my siblings. You know, I have 17 siblings. I think that people are coming here because, well, maybe the people from Earth need more knowledge because they're a little slow. Humans are so narcissist. Is that how you say it? I don't want to be associated with them. I don't want to be mistaken as them. I don't like them. Normally in study abroad you learn, but I got all the education that I needed from Mars. And I have more education than these people will ever have. We like have holograms and stuff. I think that it's better. It's a very immersive experience. Also, if I'm on this side of Mars and my friend is on that side of Mars, I can just and I'll see them. Earth is all right, besides the dirty and the weird-looking creatures called humans. People throw a lot of trash. It's gross. Mars is so clean, and people throw trash here everywhere. This planet is really dirty. If I had the chance to, I would go back, but I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon.
The people here are weird, and so it's easy to take their lives and then live as them because they're all weird already. And so then whenever you're weird because you don't understand what they're doing, it just makes you seem normal. People don't exactly like Blorble. Imagine a blob that just like blobs a lot into smaller blobs, and then the blobs go back into the blobs, and the blobs are very blobby, and they kind of get everywhere, and you try to touch the blob, and then the blob kind of just like sucks in whatever you touched it with, and then that's just gone. I found the human just kind of like sleeping and was like, that sounds like a good idea, and maybe people won't run away from me. So I just like blobbed all over the person and then went inside of them. I think that the shoe fell off of the human's foot, and then once that absorbed, it just scared them. And it tried to run away, but also use a box of some sort and tap the box a lot. I think you call it a phone. In your human cycle's 13 months, I fell. I just walked off the edge and fell. I traveled through space 14 million years and then just landed here at random. Well, people talk a lot. A lot. And so you listen to their words, and then you just like walk around and ask them to point at something, or you point at something and then they'll say the name of that thing, and slowly you start learning words until you can use those words to look through other things and find words. It's interesting to observe what the humans talk about. They fight a lot, so I kind of just go into rooms and listen to what they're saying. There's so much fighting. Everybody uses their words to fight each other, and then they film it on their boxes, and then they just put it everywhere and watch people fighting for amusement. And I think that's so strange.
It's just logical, really. I mean, especially since like it's an area of transition. There's a lot of people who don't know what they're trying to do. So if an alien is trying to disguise themselves and they're being a little weird, a little silly, a little goofy, a college campus is like the place to do that because a lot of people are like that because they're still trying to figure themselves out too.
I definitely feel more at home here than I did back on my planet where I was expected to be someone else. I think I want to hang out with the humans.
Some of them probably eat people. Like, I think my theory is that the skin snatching aliens probably eat the rest of the meat.
I find it very curious that people here have a sense of taste, and they try to cook their form of energy as delicious as possible so that they may gain entertainment from it.
Human food is interesting. It smells weird, and then you eat it, even though it smells weird, and it does not taste like it smells.
I love batteries, I love metal, gasoline. I don't think humans can drink gasoline, but I went to this place called Brookshire Brothers, and they had this giant container of gasoline. So good.
I think metal and gasoline doesn't take so well.
I love this thing where they put like a brown circle and then there's like something that looks like bread on both sides. And they put vegetables on it, something called ketchup. And I think they called it a burger. A burger.
Well, I would say barbecue here. I like the juicy taste of the meat and the add of the sauce. It's like a good combination.